Your shit always been like that, or you ain't?
No, he changed that.
I swear to God, I ain't never changed.
Shit, nigga, that's my laptop.
That nigga turn up his application phone.
I don't know how to do that shit.
That nigga put that bitch on 92%.
That nigga shit on legally blind.
Look at my circles, dog.
Hell no, boy.
No, the fact that you can't see that is the problem.
My little circles down here, but look at Todd's shit.
Your shit bigger than mine.
Your shit bigger than mine. That's my shit.
I don't know how to do it.
Oh, me and can't get right about the same.
Yeah, but Todd shit.
That nigga says the same.
Look at Todd
He
shit.
says the same.
I don't know how to do that shit.
That ain't the same, goddamn. That nigga
Take it from. I got
that nigga got big senior citizen icons on his shit.
I got it from him.
Can't
He
get
wear
right.
glasses.
Can't get
But look at mine.
Can't get right. Set my man up.
Hold on. I think Todd got a little anchor. He said he got it from him. He wear glasses.
I completely
He never
wiped
changed the
it.
font.
Know how to change.
I
this
completely wiped it.
But then hold on, Todd. There's holes in your store because why his ain't like that now?
Right.
shit. I don't know how to change this shit.
You know what? Now that I think about it, Todd, your track record not that good today.
You 0-2 today.
Right. Because you unplugged my laptop.
I ain't
Unplug
unplug
people's
your
shit
laptop.
for no reason.
Hey, I still can't hear myself, dude. No, I can't hear myself.
Well, you keep talking, goddammit.
You can hear him?
Hell yeah.
You hear me?
You been recording?
Well, okay, well, fuck it.
You been recording?
But turn your headphones up.
They all the way up.
Unplug him, plug him back up.
I had to turn.
Yo.
I had to turn.
I hear you.
all the way up.
I know you better not unplug me because it took me a minute.
That nigga,
Yo,
big
yo.
disaster over there.
Yo.
Check your headphone volume, nigga.
Try it now, Todd.
Yo. I hear it now. It's all the way up.
Yeah, it's all the way up. I don't know what's wrong with
Fuck it.
That's how my shit had to be.
It's all good. I ain't tripping. Come on. Yeah. But yeah.
Nigga, don't fuck up the momentum, nigga. Hey, he tried to distract from the
We finna go back. We finna go back. I ain't touch your motherfucking laptop.
We ain't going nowhere. What you mean? It's here, goddamn it. Shit, keep it.
I ain't touch your laptop.
That nigga said, hey man, I can't hear all of a sudden. He got a little hot on him.
The joke was on
Let me
you
come
on
up
the
with
move.
something.
Hey, that was
Diversion.
good.
That was good.
That was a good ass pivot, wasn't it?
Nigga, try to
Bob and
unplug his
weed,
laptop.
Todd. Bob and weed.
Oh
Bob
no,
and
we
weed.
can't do that.
The fuck was
Don't do that.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
You know, Siri might start reading some shit. Are you still coming over after the podcast?
Got him.
Dummy.
Damn, serious. Just gonna snitch like that?
It's a joke. Here we go. You're tuning in to the Dummies Podcast. I'm Stop.
I'm Joe.
I'm tired.
I'm Hootie, nigga.
And we back like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. It's episode 103. Yes, 103. Nigga. Yeah, episode 103. We recording. It's Sunday, October the 18th, man. We live and direct, man. Got this thing pumping, jumping. As always, still shouts out to the people that's on the front lines, all the nurses, the doctors during the pandemic, the teachers that's dealing with all this teaching from home kind of thing. COVID is still alive and well, man. We seeing across the country where numbers are on the rise, man. People be safe. I know sometimes we get complacent and thinking that it's better, but still be careful, man. Wear your mask. Don't try to avoid large gatherings as much as you can. Wash your hands, all that stuff that go with it, man. Because we still seeing people getting sick, and COVID real, man. So be careful, man.
Wash your dirty
and
ass hands.
Let's hurry up and get through this shit the best we can, man. Where we at with it, Hoop?
We here, man. We here early on a Sunday. The sober cast so far, nigga, high off coffee. Shit, I'm here. Week ain't. I ain't did shit this week. Nothing at all. But work out, and that's about it, man. So it's back to one of those regular smooth weeks. I think I'm about to start trying some other shit though, like adding additional classes and shit like that. So I need to get y'all niggas back in the gym. Both of y'all boys got them guts over there, goddamn. Keep quitting.
Don't be shaming my friends.
You too.
You too,
goddamn,
shame my
yeah.
friends.
I'll be back after my injury.
Damn.
He hurt.
Yeah.
He
my
on
boy.
After I
4
go
to
see
6
Dr.
weeks.
That nigga broke his toe walking.
blamed it on the crack.
That's
goddamn.
crazy.
Well, how was your week, Todd? My shit was just a regular week.
It was pretty cool. The bounce
How was
back
your
for real.
vacation, man? How was your vacation from the pod?
Yeah, it was cool too. You know what I'm saying?
I saw your shoes. I don't know if I saw you dancing though.
Yeah.
It wasn't a dancing vacation.
You doing
No,
that
it wasn't
behind the
dance
scenes,
vacation.
behind the camera? Dancing?
No, it wasn't none of that. It was just,
You wasn't
laid
the
back
epitome
chilling.
of
You know what I'm
cool.
saying? Well, that's always the case, but you know what I'm saying? This just
That's
I-
a little alley for you. You welcome.
Hey, let me tell you something. next time we try to call your motherfucking ass, you need to be ready to talk, nigga. Doing all that
Background talk.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you had ample time.
You called me at a fucked up time. Like, I was literally going outside to answer the phone call because you had gave me the, you know what I'm saying, hey, this is finna happen. I was like, okay. So when I go outside, it's motherfuckers that I ain't seen in years. The nigga just randomly shows up.
Get them niggas the finger. Hold on, cuz.
Hold
I'll be
on,
with you in a
nigga.
second.
I'm on a business call.
I'll be with you in a
nigga.
second.
Yeah, they ain't going nowhere.
That nigga said, all right, enough of you, and just hung up.
I don't know if you when you listen to the podcast, I think somebody told me to hang up on you when you picked up. Hello. Hang up on that nigga.
He never wants.
It started off bad.
Yeah, he never wants to talk to me, man. Like, it's okay, Joe. I get it, but
Let's stop that, Todd. I don't. You have a problem with me. I do not have a problem with you.
why did you tell them to hang up when they were calling?
Because exactly how the call ended badly. It went bad.
He ain't lying.
I saw
0-3.
it because I know you, Todd.
0-3.
0-3. This
Well,
is early,
yeah,
too.
to answer your question, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was a
Talking
cool
to Mike.
trip.
This nigga done forgot how to pod.
See, you won't let me tell
He don't know how to
Trip,
sit there
man.
no more.
And stop mumbling.
I don't like. I got to get real adjusted to this seat, man. My man, he wanted his spot back. I guess he wanted to get his ways off over there, so that's cool too.
I ain't even think about that. This is just more comfortable. It's just, like when I went over there, I ain't like the way the offense was flowing from over there. So I had to get back.
And
in
I was
position.
talking to people looking at somebody else. It was, yeah.
It was weird.
I ain't like it.
Okay. If it wasn't broke, we shouldn't have tried to fix it anyway. But either way, week was grand. Can't wait to get in the gym with Hooter because, like you said, yeah, it's been a fucked up week.
You ain't coming. It's okay.
I'm coming, man.
We know that.
I'm coming.
Yeah, I'm with you, Hoot. That nigga ain't coming to no
Man,
gym.
you crazy. I'm in there, man.
Mr. Inconsistent.
I'm in there, man.
How many days?
Don't worry.
At 5?
I'm talking about, 5. Whatever day you in there, I'm in there.
I might increase my days. Like right now, it's just Tuesday.
I'm in
Thursday.
there, Hooter.
Right now, it's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, but I might incorporate some shit on Monday and Wednesday too.
I need 3 days.
I need it. I need all 5. Give me all 5.
That shit just different when you got the, like, even when I'm at home on Monday and Wednesday, I try to do my own shit. I be like, man, this shit's stupid.
It's just different from the gym. I feel like I get a whole lot better workout in the gym than at home.
No doubt.
I had everything I needed. I could go run. I had the
This is very
dumbbells. I
true.
got the little bungees. I got a boxing bag.
Shit just stupid at home.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That gym, it's something
Just the
about them
atmosphere.
extra weights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It make the little shake come back.
You got all you need in the gym. Like I don't have everything I need at home, so
Yeah.
I need to be there. But Joe, how was your week, B?
It was cool. Episode 103. Jeezy made TM 103, but that's not a class. It's no 10. It's
Thug motivation. It is a class.
no, that's not a real class. It's not a 103 class.
He created it. It's a Jeezy class. It's okay.
But he should have known. Well, of course, you know he was.
That's
They
how
Nigga
you
mad.
told it.
That nigga mad that the trap start on those goddamn the college class courses.
You go to the next one,
class,
right? You go to
goddamn.
201.
But
Streakonomics.
but now
That's how you coming in?
yes, but something that actually is important though. It's October. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Hey,
It is.
You know, the dummies, that's something we're big on.
Yep.
Because of COVID, you know, it's a lot of stuff that we would have been doing that we can't do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think I'm going to always do the walk. Todd always does the walk. When it comes back, of course. But,
They're not having it.
probably not.
They
'cause
can't.
of COVID. Right.
yeah. But women go get checked. Men, bother your women about going to get checked. Bother your mothers, your aunts, everybody. And it's not just a 60 thing, a 50 thing, a 30 thing. Go get checked.
Agreed. Couldn't say it any better.
Right.
But how's your week, Stock?
It was a kind of busy week. Jordan had 2 games this week, so they had a game Monday and a game Thursday because they was making up for COVID. So we was kind of
Is that safe?
what
2 games in a week.
I was thinking that because I
Well,
was
for little kids,
man still like
them niggas can play every day.
them pads clacking.
Parent, right.
Yeah,
They do
but
too nowadays.
but I kind of said that, I tried to think back to the turnarounds we might have had. And the only thing I could think of was like a Saturday and then a Thursday. We played Saturday and then turned around on a Thursday and played
Monday
so.
and Thursday?
Yeah,
They
that's
still be
kind
sore.
of that's kind of crazy.
Soreness just going, I guess, when you're older. But them
Soreness
little
take
kids,
about 2 days.
Them little kids be having fucking tournaments. Like in Mississippi, they playing 3
That's
games
the craziest
a day.
shit.
I'm like,
That's the craziest
In
shit
3
ever.
days.
Like, I know we were talking about my week or whatever, but I think to me, like, I don't like seeing that shit. Like, how you having a tournament in football? You know what I'm saying? In
Yeah, but-
AAU football. Like,
Yeah.
and we talked
It's
about that
nuts,
before.
man.
That shit
Right.
just nuts to me.
Yeah, but a lot of those tournaments used to be 7-on-7.
No, not the Little League.
You talking about full?
In Little League,
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's crazy.
They're like travel ball. Like, them niggas
But to me,
going to
you know,
Florida.
to me, what that be is, and I'm gonna say it. I be thinking that's them niggas, man, trying to live through them kids a little bit. Like,
That's all it is, man.
I'm not knocking nobody for doing it, but I'm knocking somebody for doing it because I just think that that's not healthy long term for them kids.
Right.
I played, at a high level, and your body gonna get run down at some point. Like, I still got a little, couple of little shits that I feel from playing football. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have after October, November. We didn't play no more again to the next time. You know what I'm saying? So these niggas playing
After
year
about
round.
Thanksgiving, you ain't start playing football. When you was little to like August.
Yeah, that's just not healthy on them little kids. Like if I had a son right now, I let him play in the fall.
Yeah.
But all
He
them
ain't
travel
play all
teams and shit, I'm gonna take them out to some cone drills and training and shit because that's what you're gonna need.
Right.
All of them.
Or play another sport. Like
Yeah.
football
Yeah, there you
go
go.
to basketball.
Go do something.
Like it's
Go to
crazy,
track.
and it's crazy that they're playing more because we know more now. We know that long term, this shit,
This
gonna
shit is
fuck
not
up.
right.
So you
Yeah.
do it more.
Why would you want to play more?
Nah, be them niggas. It be a lot of niggas trying to prove, man, I got the best team in the country. Nigga, you niggas.
That's crazy how they be bragging about that. Like, how do you really know that this team right here
Oh,
is number one in the nation?
Because those tournaments.
all
them
little-
tournaments and shit.
I
They
just
be
think
squaring
sometime-
off.
They be
I know,
squaring
but I
off.
just think it's sometime you might have a team in Sacramento somewhere who didn't come here.
Yeah.
Now-
who's
now-
amazing.
Maybe
You
true.
know,
Now, it is dope, but like Snoop do and with like Luke do in Miami with the kids.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do that travel. I mean, they travel, but I think they just have a more traditional fall league team. But the NFL players that has came from them and what they do for these kids in the community,
Yes,
that's dope.
Yes.
But this shit just for bragging rights and
And I'm not, and I'm glad that you said it because it made me think. I'm not knocking none of those kids none of those coaches that spend all them time with kids and
Right.
and some of them being father figures for some of the kids or like, disciplinarian and giving them, guidance and stuff like that and giving them something to do.
That is huge.
But I'm concerned about the well-being of the kids playing football so much, so long.
Right.
I just think it take a toll on them. But my week was cool. We went to the game and stuff. And that's really it. Next week gonna be crazy. I got 2 birthdays, the girl birthday and Jordan birthday. So
Have fun. Bank account.
If anybody wanna donations,
donations.
Gifts.
I'll take it.
Cash App, IT. No, I'm just playing.
But what the fuck else happened this week, man? We was talking about COVID. I don't know if anybody saw this. I thought this was crazy as shit. But it's a school in New York. I think it's called Sunny Oneida. But the president stepped down after more than 700 students tested positive for COVID-19.
That's nuts.
Shit.
And did Fauci come out and say that schools is not a place where it really spreads?
Yeah, they did say that. But when I saw what Fauci,
How could that be possible?
well, when I
That's what I
saw
was
what,
wondering.
when I saw what Fauci was saying when he was saying it, to me it appeared that he was talking about the younger ones, like the middle schoolers.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying that we're not seeing big spreads coming from them. But the college people are grown.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a college. So
Oh, this a college.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
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 This is
okay.
college.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know it was college.
Yeah.
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah,
That's why I be
nuts.
telling my
Parties
little
and-
that's why I be telling my little sister, stay your ass away from my parents.
Like the shit we saw, the video when the cops went to the dude house, the little frat house, and they was having a party, and he
Yeah.
had just tested positive.
Yeah, he was like, but I'm at home.
That's why I'm at home. Nigga,
Right.
you got 800 people.
Right. You got a goddamn full function in
That nigga said,
there.
"Man, I'm at home, bro. Like, nigga, it's 7,000 people in this bitch. But no, I just thought that was crazy because, again, we keep seeing COVID numbers. We kind of talked about Alabama being in the yellow for the last 6-7 weeks. Well, they just went back red. So,
Shit, crazy.
It's spiking all over the country.
yeah,
Right.
so
55% increase.
yeah, so it's just
That's a huge
kind of crazy. We gonna keep an eye on it because we might have to go back underground for a minute.
Right.
but
That's what I was about to ask. Y'all going back under?
Hell yeah.
I hope not. But if I have
You
to,
ain't had no
sure
choice.
will.
You got no
Yeah.
choice.
Yep. So
It's gonna be hard in the winter. I can't just go jogging too.
Right. So, hey, school. I mean, y'all. Most of us has kids at this. Now they finally came and asked, "How do we feel about letting Taylor go back to school?" I still went with the shit.
Me neither.
You know
I
what I'm
feel
saying? But have
What
they
grade,
asked y'all that?
What grade was she? What grade
She
is she?
pre-K.
Okay.
they didn't ask me ever. They asked at the beginning. Then at the end of the 9 weeks just ended. They asked to go back, and I was like, nah.
Yeah.
Is it going back
I
up?
don't think I'm. It's kind of hard, man, because
I'm still at home too.
it's like the thing that I've been struggling with is, me and the girl go do stuff, and we
Right.
get out and about, and we move around, and then Jordan want to
can't
do
do that.
stuff, and I be like, nah, you can't.
Right.
And it's kind of like I know how kids' brain process shit, and all they see is why they get to go.
Right.
Because I'm gonna be more responsible.
Right.
Yeah,
And we know to
hopefully
put
I'ma
on
be-
masks and stuff like that.
Right.
And so it's kind of hard because these kids ain't really getting to do shit. It was a birthday party that she wanted to go to, and I just didn't trust it because I know the kids and stuff. But people are going to school. But one of her cheer parents was saying how like she sent her child the first 9 weeks, but she said she not gonna send her back the second 9 weeks because she said she don't feel like they buying by the
doing enough
rules.
shit,
And now that more kids came back, it's actually gotten worse because they crowded.
Closer,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So to your point, I'm still not doing it.
Yeah, I just got my parameters with it. Like when they asked, I was like, "Oh, how many students are going to be in the class?" You know what I'm saying? Like, are they taking temperatures when they come in? And Taylor's just 4. What 4-year-old? Like she
Don't
wears
take
the
advantage
mask when we're with her and we make her wear it. Like she's adjusted to it. But when you at school.
Hey, how you doing?
Right, you know what I'm saying?
When
Like
you
you
see
say, a
Katie
grown
there-
up take the
Yeah.
goddamn mask down the hill simply. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, shit, what a 4-year-old gonna do?
I
You
be
know?
looking at people so stupid when they had their mask on and it either be on their chin or their nose be.
Yeah, be in,
Oh,
the,
yeah.
be in the
What the
mustache
fuck-
line.
I'm
Right.
like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But
Niggas be in
but,
the packed club with it right here.
yeah, but kids.
Covering the beard. You know what I'm
But like, if adults can't even
beard
follow
do
the
that.
rules, what you think kids gonna do?
Right.
700 cases.
And that's why I'm not like that. But I'm torn because at some point I feel like, and not with the numbers doing what they're doing, that keeps me justified. But I feel like at some point I'm gonna have to make a decision, kind of let her go.
Yeah.
Because I really don't want to keep her back the whole year. But if it's not safe, it's just not safe, and we're just gonna have to deal with it the way
I look at it like this, man. 1 year is a very short term when you look at the grand scheme
Yeah.
of all of them other years. You're gonna
Right, and you see other countries that
But yeah.
went ahead and
But as a
locked
child,
everything
like
down.
a year
right.
is an eternity.
Hell
I know,
yeah.
but
Right.
as an adult, I know it's not.
Yeah,
And
that's
also-
right. I mean, that's true.
And she getting some interaction because she get to go cheer and she get to go to games and
Right.
they got practice and stuff that they do a couple times a week. So she getting some type of interaction. So that helped me. Also during COVID, man, we talked about this before, but I think there's gonna be so many different aspects that's just gonna be different after this shit. I don't know if y'all saw this, but AMC movie theaters was saying how they probably finna run out of cash by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Like, so we looking at maybe not having movie theaters by the time we get back regular. It might not be no movies around and shit. So I just thought that was kind of crazy. We didn't have to stay on that shit long, but it's just
They,
crazy to think that there might not be movie theaters and shit.
They pushed the Bonds movie. It was supposed to come out this summer. They pushed it back and might have to push it back again. But a lot of people gonna put it out on demand.
Yeah. They moved Coming to America to that Amazon studio, which
Yeah,
makes me
I saw
think. I didn't read the details of it, so people might know a little bit more than me. But it made me, like the little part that I did see and read, it making me feel like maybe they're gearing up for virtual, like through one of those streaming
Netflix,
releases.
Amazon,
So.
probably Amazon.
I'll pay for that. I'll pay for Come to America. But it was some kid movie, Mulan or some
Yeah,
shit.
Mulan.
But the shit was like $40-$50.
25, and I got Disney Plus. Don't know. I fire stick that baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I still think movies creators can still make them that money off of it.
Yeah.
If you offer it through a little service or something like Apple where people can go on there and pay $8-9 like they would do a movie ticket, but they at home, it sucks for AMC because they still gonna lose money. But you know,
But you think they can make the same money? Because like you said, I fire stick it.
But it is. I mean,
But-
I mean, you can't
they
really
just gonna
charge-
crack down on stuff like Fire Sticks.
It's true.
Yeah. You can't really charge $9-10 because shit. All right, y'all.
Watch
I'm
it
gonna
from
get
your
the movie. Everybody come over here. We gonna make it like a pay-per-view event. When if you take your whole family, you would spend $40-50 at the movies.
But that's at their business. It's not even about the movie. Like they're gonna make their money. Like it depends on how much you sell it to the streaming service for. So like Mulan, if Disney has their own streaming service. So if they wanted to stream the shit on Netflix, they probably Netflix pays them X $1 million to stream Mulan. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
So they'll recoup the money off that. But as far as like AMC, they could be like, fuck the middleman. We ain't got to pay AMC. We'll just send it to the streaming service, play Netflix.
And
show
that's
it, that's it.
that's the crazy thing about business, man. Like,
Right.
and if you notice
It's gonna
around the country,
change.
some people thrive, some people fall apart. Like some
Right.
people booming in this. I saw a store where McDonald's and Pizza Hut and all them restaurant chains doing great. They doing big numbers, record numbers right now. I sound like Trump, stupid ass. Record big numbers.
Huge.
My fault. But nah, they doing well. And some of the mom and pop restaurants aren't doing as good.
You watch too many of his videos, cuz you rubbing off on me.
Fuck y'all. Don't put that nigga on me.
You put him on yourself, goddamn.
Don't put that nigga on me. Did y'all see, I wouldn't even talk about this if it wasn't for the idea of what's going on. But did y'all see that Young Dolph is being sued because the National Guard lady lost her job?
What happened in that car or some shit like that?
Nah, she was twerking. She did a twerk video to one of his songs, right? He reposted it. Her job seen it. She got fired.
What was the?
Was she on duty?
Yeah, she was in her uniform and shit. She in her
so
uniform.
she can't be doing that in uniform.
Right. So she got fired. And so she said she lost her livelihood and all of this stuff. And she's suing Dolph because she said he used her likeness and image on his page without her permission. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because think about when people buy merchandise or if you're a rapper and somebody listening to your song, that has been normal to repost that shit. So if she was to win this lawsuit, this could possibly change when people buy a Dummies mug or something, you put it up there, are people going to say, like, you're using my likeness to resell it to other people?
She's not going to win that case. They probably sell her out of court.
She's not going to, but let's talk about the idea of...
That's a win.
Yeah, like...
That'll be fun. Yeah, that would change everything. Celebrities not going to post stuff, and then you're not going to get these... Like, people has came up and made a lot of money because, shit, what's the guy that made the Drake song that everybody was doing for a summer?
Yeah.
That, you know what I'm saying?
The Shiggy.
The Shiggy.
Yeah. So people like that. So, no, you was doing something you weren't supposed to be doing in uniform.
So can he sue her and be like, hey, you using my music, my likeness to boost your whatever you had going on?
You ain't had the rights to
use my music on
yeah.
your... But you know what?
So-
Lawyers crafted like that, they probably will counter-sue like that.
So no accountability of you being at work
You're doing it yourself.
twerking on
policy
your own.
says
Like,
don't
that's-
do it,
Right. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
In your uniform.
At
your
work.
uniform.
Let's
At
put
work.
at work. Like
Yeah,
that
work
ain't nowhere
hours.
in the job description.
Right.
No.
Okay. All right.
No, Dolph is wrong here, guys.
You was rightfully fired.
Dolph is wrong, man. No matter what y'all say, you gotta support the black woman. She's a black woman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Support black women.
With that
She's
dude,
right.
yeah.
Dude, that's so stupid.
Man, fuck that. Man, this is the dumbest shit ever. I will support you if you trying to do a grassroots effort to get voting. If somebody put their hands on you unnecessarily, somebody hurt you, harmed you in any kind of way. But this shit here, you shouldn't have been twerking in your motherfucking uniform. If any of us do some shit crazy in your uniform, chances are it's gonna affect your job.
At work.
Exactly. I'm not
At
about
work.
to be
At work.
At
videoing
work.
myself at work doing foolish shit.
Yeah, just crazy. Like
You know what I'm gonna video myself doing at work?
Working.
Work. God damn.
Right.
Look at me
Right.
working. I'm working. I ain't supposed to do that. God.
You work for the National Guard.
You better not
and
put
you put
that
it
on
on
the
social
vinyl
media.
you listening to in that whole wood.
I mean, that's how I get my work
Fine.
done. I ain't worried about that. I cut
Playing
my
them vinyls and shit.
Yeah, I cut my vinyl and get my
Oh,
work
speak.
done.
You said voting. If you're listening to this on, which is tomorrow, it's the last day to register to vote in Alabama. I don't know why you haven't registered yet, but tomorrow's your last day.
they gonna try to pull a cord on y'all ass.
I'm telling you.
Like they did in Virginia. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
The people who not here have been voting though. The absentee
And
ballot.
Yeah.
also, you could do
Broke a lot of
absentee in Jefferson County on Saturdays. They're opening the courthouse. I think it's from like 8 to.
Is there a
2.
deadline for that?
I think it's it's the Saturdays up until
Okay.
whatever. So you can also do that if your job or whatever.
Won't let you off.
Right, you have no excuse not
Yep.
to vote.
Yep.
I might just take that day.
Unless you work on Saturday.
Oh, I already took off.
I might just take the day.
Yeah,
Because there ain't no telling how. I mean, I don't think Alabama gonna be crazy because it's not a battleground
Blue
state,
state, right.
per se. But still got to get Doug Jones in there because Tommy Tuberville, only thing he said is he liked Trump. That's the only thing that man has ever said during this whole campaign.
He gonna clean the swamp.
And I think he's leading.
Yeah, clean the swamp. That's
Yeah.
that, I don't even know what the fuck that
That's
means.
his new old term.
And I said it too, like, cause it's gonna be,
We ain't even got swamps in Birmingham.
and it's crazy that you talk about voting to people. You definitely need to get out. I know the registration coming up, but the people who are registered, go vote, man. It's gonna be all kind of tricks and gimmicks. You're gonna probably have some long lines. Be prepared, pack right. If you see elderly people in line, man, everybody let's look out for each other, man.
Right.
Give them some water, offer them a
Right.
seat. If
Let
you
them get in
need
front
to.
of you.
Yeah, do whatever you can do to make sure that people are able to exercise their right to vote. Because we see that, some people are making it their interest to make sure that people are not voting. Don't be deterred by it. Don't be swayed by it in any kind of way. Go exercise your right to vote. For you people who still saying you're not gonna vote, man, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're looking at, but go vote, man. Go vote. Just go vote. Vote. Fucking vote.
Yeah, and I did say I was to myself. I said I was going to do it. I thought of this idea to just go around.
You had an idea to go vote?
You gonna let me finish? I just want to finish. You know what I'm saying? You gonna let me finish?
Aha! I'm gonna vote.
I just thought of something. Ooh, you know what I just thought about?
Voting early in the
You
morning.
niggas don't take nothing serious.
7 in the morning. They'll polls open
No,
at
boy,
7.
say don't. I think don't shut the fuck up. But yeah, I thought of offering elderly people rides, like just going around seeing, people that may live in the neighborhood that I don't live in.
Y'all got a neighborhood app? Because people be looking for like rides and stuff
Right.
like that.
But,
Almost like a lift.
Hey, somebody in my neighborhood app was like, hey, let me know if you need rides. Republicans only. I told the girl, I was like, man, I'm finna put on me a Make America Great hat again and stuff. And I'm gonna be like, hey, I can get a ride. Go in that bitch and check all the Democratic guys.
But I want to say Uber's doing that for free on that day.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, cool.
That's dope.
Yeah, that's dope.
So
Shouts out to them.
yeah, sign into your Uber app.
Squash my man idea with Uber.
No, I mean, I
Man
was
trying to change the world one ride at a time.
Still do it.
That man for the offer service changing the world one ride at a time. And
Nigga, you
go.
ain't Uber.
Okay, so
I ain't Uber.
Nigga. Who you think?
That was Uber's idea.
Todd gonna put 300,000 goddamn miles on his shit in
so
one.
Ty just finna go around finding the old folks and take them to the polls. Great plan.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, guys.
Well,
You just be riding around all day.
You can't do nothing good around this.
Right.
motherfucker.
You only gonna take about 2 people. It's gonna take 3 hours to vote. You gonna take 2
nah.
people.
You can't be good.
I live literally
do, just
close to
leave
we
them
know the
there?
neighborhood, right?
You
So I
gotta
could
bring
go
them back too,
to
Todd.
Grace Silla. I know, motherfucker.
Leave them there.
Todd gonna have 15 people stranded. Goddamn.
Number drop off.
They gonna do that shit. You know
drop
how
off.
60 Minutes do that interview? They gonna have that later on that. And he said he was a nice young man, but he never came back.
8 o'clock at the polls.
Hey, but that's a good idea, Todd. I mean, you're a good man, man.
Make sure you pick it back.
Nah, I mean,
find
but
you
for real
somebody.
though, the school I used to coach basketball for is really kind of close to where I live, so I could like kind of go to that neighborhood, take them to where they would vote, which would be the school, and take them back home. Simple. If they got that little thing
they
in the
vote
yard
there
that says who they voting for, like the lady said on the Uber app, you got to be Republicans only. No, it can't be Republicans.
Well, that neighborhood is, I'm pretty sure, it's heavily Democratic. But,
Okay,
but that is a good idea. But also, it goes back. That's not safe. Sorry,
COVID.
that ain't safe for them or you.
Yeah,
Right.
because your
This
young
is
ass
true.
might have the COVID.
Yeah.
And
COVID
they're
beast.
older, you know what I'm saying? It just kind of dangerous.
It's
man.
hard.
Just make
yeah.
sure that. But
Yeah,
and
family
all of y'all go
members.
vote.
If you have older family members that you've been around, then okay.
Still shit
That's
on Todd
something.
playing.
I'm just improving.
Nigga keep finding a way to shit. A new shit.
Right.
All in all, he trying to tell you not to do the shit.
I'm putting
Sound
new
like.
shit on your shit.
Basically.
Yeah.
Speaking of plans, man, I wasn't gonna go here.
Thinking
yet.
of a master plan.
I wasn't gonna go here yet, but we saw what Ice Cube was up to this week. He's been heavy in the headlines. And before I even get started saying anything, I just want to say I respect Ice Cube. Ice Cube is legend. He's done a lot for the black community. He's given a lot to the black community, and I respect him. But I respectfully disagree with some of his methods and timing of some of his methods this week. Ice Cube basically kind of, if y'all hadn't seen it or been under a rock, I know a lot of people have been seeing it, but they didn't really know what was going on. He basically launched an agenda, basically where he was just trying to talk about what he wants for Black America. Commendable things that you would need, stuff like reparations, business investments, getting $500 billion into the black community. All of these things that he was saying. The only problem with it was the way in which he went about it. Some of the things that were on Ice Cube's plan are already agendas on the Democratic platform. Some of the things that he said was, Joe Biden and them didn't have a plan for Black America. That they were basically just going more so after minorities. When Biden-Harris plan on their page says lift every voice, the Biden plan for Black America. It literally says that and has been saying that for months. He was calling for a police reform bill. Well, Harris has the George Floyd initiative, a George Floyd bill that's already aiming at that. It's several different things that was in Ice Cube plan that are already agendas on black platforms, either from legislators or even grassroots activists. I don't know if y'all had a chance to see this, but I wanted to kind of talk about it because I know it was kind of ringing all week.
My man, like, contributed so much, like NWA, Fridays, Doughboy, Family Vacation. I love that movie, even though it wasn't that good, but I still liked it. He has a point. Like you said, I disagree with the point. I think it's very ill timed, but he has the right to that point. It's needed. His point is needed. And what he's trying to do, it's one of those, it's kind of a Todd thing. Not trying to be funny. Like, it's good intention, but it might not be the best thing to do. Especially at this time, like 2 weeks before the election. It's not the best time for this to come out because they're using it. When you rock with Trump, you got to know that he's going to use you. He's going to get more from you than you getting from him.
Right.
He never met Trump or the lady that put it out. He said he met with both sides. One side was just like, well, Biden was just like, all right, we'll get back with you after the election. Because before the election, it don't make sense.
They can't really do much.
Can't do shit.
Really, yeah,
Right.
I'm just meeting with you for options.
And it's kind of like one of those things that if you're telling me all of this stuff and we already have plans in place for that, we'll get back to you later. Like, you know what I'm saying? We'll include you later, but right now we
kind of already doing that.
Right. And I saw the interview with him and Roland Martin. And in it, when Roland Martin was asking him specific direct questions, he really couldn't answer them. And for the ones that he did answer, Roland Martin would be like, well, do you know that such and such and such and such has this plan? Do you know that this group has this plan? Do you know that this grassroots activist has been doing this for 15 years?
Right.
And it's the thing that I talk about a lot on this platform, man. Like, I think celebrities, like he said, Ice Cube is doing a good thing. It's very great intentions behind what he's doing. And I feel him. Like, I just want something for my black people. I want something for us that we can enjoy and thrive off of. So that's why I'm not finna knock him. But I just feel like in politics, you have got to start doing more research and more stuff than the headlines. It's deeper than that. You got to understand how these things correlate and how they work for you or how they're affecting people that look like you. Because I think
what if he's trying to, let's say, just keep it more simplified though? Like, I get that you're trying to get that research.
That's why politics is not a great thing to do. If I'm not gonna say do, but if you don't understand the
like,
complications,
it shouldn't be his career. But what's wrong with just trying to?
Nah, because okay, I'll give you an example. If you watch the Roland Martin interview, the black activist was saying, like, you know, I got death threats on my life. So for me, you being cuddled up with them, like, how can I say how can I let you be friendly with somebody who is spewing out words that are causing people to want to kill me? Right. That's not friendly. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't want to hear where you got to talk to both sides. Like, it's kind of hard for me to be okay with you talking to those people when these people are trying to kill me.
And that was his response actually to that, like saying he crossed over to the dark side. Basically, what he said they're all the same until something changes for us. And they all lie and they all cheat.
They
not.
But let's be clear though. I do agree with the notion of being able to talk to people. But you have to think about the optics, when you do it, how you do it. You know, you got to think about all of that stuff. And I will say he did try to take some. I saw how they actually got to that point. His team, their team had met a couple weeks back. Ice Cube wouldn't go because he didn't want to be used as a pawn. But it's complicated, and they still found a way to try to use him. But one of the things I want to say is, this is what I say every week on this platform. I've been saying it a lot. Celebrities get in all of these different they have a platform. They have power. Tomorrow they can say something and it just happened because they already have millions of people following them, right? But all celebrities aren't versed in everything. They just have a platform. And that could be dangerous in a sense, or it could be great. Because I think what ends up happening a lot of the times is you get these celebrities who they start a podcast or they want to start a show because they got a platform.
DJ Khaled.
Instead of elevating people like it's grassroots activists. Take your platform and offer that platform to this activist who's already doing the work. But just give her your mechanisms. You're already famous. You're already a movie star, mogul, all of that stuff. But offer that to somebody who's smaller up to give them the platform because they've been doing the work and they're geniuses at what they're doing. They just don't have the reach that you have. And I think celebrities just been sucking the air out of everything for not Q, but some of them for branding purposes, to keep their name alive, to keep money going, things like that. And that's just some of the problem that I have with it. They don't never really get in depth or be knowledgeable about some of the things that they talk about, and it be rooted in a lot of ignorance.
Right. And I was in the barbershop and the nigga brought shit up yesterday, and he didn't know that. Like, all of these plans in which he was talking about he wanted, they were already presented to these people.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't know that. So for the everyday individual who don't read, who's not into politics and shit like that, like, you only see Ice Cube saying this. You don't know that this shit has been out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't watch it. See, that's what Stock was saying. That's so dangerous about when celebrities do.
Right.
Because that might be the only thing that you see.
That you see. And they don't hear, like, somebody brought it to my attention. I'm going to just say it. Somebody, Plow said something about voting or something like that. And right up under the comment, it was like, you need to start a podcast. We waiting.
No, we
His
not.
podcasts already out there that talk about that
right.
shit, but you won't listen to that.
Right.
But you'll
Because it's plies. It's
right.
gospel.
And so that's what I'm saying. Celebrities suck so much air out of it, but that does not mean that they have the know-how or
knowledge.
the wherewithal of the information that they sharing. And that's what I found out when I was listening to Cube. I just found out it was a little bit of ignorance in a sense to some of the political facts.
Yeah.
Like even in his statement, it just says straight up, I believe the Democrats, they've been nice. They've been cordial, to sort of speak. I don't really see them pushing their policies in any particular direction. It's still minority, people of color, shit that don't necessarily include us, that don't necessarily include Black Americans. Scroll down, Biden plan. The plan for Black America. Right. It literally says that.
Right.
Like,
But before this, I
Yes, he just wanted something done right now, today.
right.
I think that's what it is.
And that's why I can't knock
Microwave
it.
it,
That's
right.
the part that I say I can't knock because he just wants
don't
something done for us.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's it.
you're not getting anything done 2 weeks before the election.
No one
Agreed.
applies for political advice.
Right.
Yeah. Only thing you're gonna do, like you said, 2 weeks before the election, is be used like rightfully
Like they
so
did.
on one way or the other.
Right.
This side or that side. At this point, when you come out 2 weeks before the election,
And from that, Joe Biden's town hall, when they were talking about the crime bill thing, you know, everybody has their opinions on him and Kamala and all that kind of stuff. Like, how do you support these people and they putting your people in jail? My man clearly stated what that shit was about. You know what I'm saying? How many people you think watched it?
not a lot of people.
You see what I'm saying?
'Cause
So
I
they
still-
still
I
have
still- I
those
still-
optics of him
I
and her putting
I
people
still
in jail.
see people like the crime bill, like the
Right.
like
Them people
right
don't
now,
even know
right
what's in the
now,
crime bill.
right now, people are asking for reparations.
Right.
People are asking for whatever that we're asking for. We're asking for police reform and all this different stuff, right? So we get it. Let's just say we get all of that stuff in this election coming up. Joe Biden win, give us that. 25 years from now, the people start saying, I don't like this policy on this or that. Because the world evolves,
Right.
people.
Changes. You gotta
So you have
change.
to remember at the time, I'm saying all that to say at the time that they passed that crime bill,
You get it.
90, I think it was like 90 to 95% of the black caucuses and black groups
Wanted
and
it.
organizations
They
wanted it. They
Right.
literally asked for that bill. That's why those people put that bill up there. And it was, I want to say it was the 3 strikes or the mandatory
three, right.
minimums that Joe Biden didn't agree with. He
He
didn't
said-
vote on that
He
part.
said that
He
he didn't
said,
vote
yeah.
on it.
Right. But yet you'll see somebody, man, yeah, look at all the people they put
He
in
ain't did
jail.
nothing for black folks.
That's when I know
They
like
just
yeah.
read a headline.
Yeah, they just read headlines.
But also I put Cube in that category. Like, I wouldn't say I lost respect for him, but I don't think he is. I thought he was more well versed in politics.
But yeah, that's the point. That's kind of what I be saying. Like, you would think that they're well versed in that, but we keep seeing that these celebrities are not as well versed in the political landscape. But they make a lot of comments and a lot of people feed off of what they're saying. So I just want them to be a little bit more knowledgeable and educated about some of the things that they're speaking on, because they do have so many people under their fingertips that they're speaking to. So that's just it. And fuck that. Let's get away from this politics.
Yeah,
bullshit.
get out of here.
Read,
That's
bitch.
politics of the business. Speaking of celebrities who are in fields that they're not well versed in, Khaled now has a podcast. How do y'all feel about all of these celebrities?
Another one.
Another one.
Everything we just
Basically,
Yeah.
no.
What we just were talking about?
said. Everything we just said prior to it. I mean, it's gonna be dope because he's gonna probably be able to get people that you didn't hear from and talk. I saw he came out the gate with Wayne. I haven't listened to it, but I did see Wayne was talking about the block is hot, you know, that sound effect. He was like, what motivated you to do it? He said, I got that from Missy. And I never would have thought about that. I never knew Missy was the reason why he was doing all of that shit.
You always say Missy was his role model or idol, things like that.
Yeah, so I just feel like
them
it's gonna
little
be
things.
another celebrity in a landscape of celebrities.
Well, I don't want to hear it. I ain't gonna.
I was just about to ask you gonna
I
listen
do
to it.
not want to hear
I
Khaled.
don't want to hear it 'cause,
talking.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't really listen to Khaled interviews. Like when some people do interviews,
He's real motivational, but
I don't want to hear that.
that's not what I want to hear in a
positive
podcast.
shit,
I want to hear positive, but it's just not like that. You know, like I got sick of his Snapchat because he got the.
I want to hear that positive shit.
I just be feeling like some of these celebrities in the podcast, call it however you want, they're not talking to me. Like they're entertaining sometimes, but I just want to hear from everyday people who talk about everyday shit sometimes. Like I'm listening to some podcasts, them niggas talking about being at All-Star weekends and shit in 2005. You been celebrity. Like you've been that for this long, for all of this time. Like you don't understand the shit that we talking
You'd have
about.
been a
And even when
celebrity most of your life.
when they talk about shit, and I'm not gonna say over my head, but they talk about shit that like that shit don't relate to my everyday life.
So is it okay if he just sticks to the music portion of it? That's your podcast is just strictly stick to the music. We don't want to hear about your sports takes.
They gonna do it.
And your fucking political takes and
Yeah, if it's just music, then that's his
That's-
niche.
yeah,
That's
that's
your
his
thing.
line.
Do your thing. I definitely want to
Would you
listen to
listen
his
to it?
music tape.
would I listen to Khaled? I don't. Me personally, I don't think Khaled gives or would be a good interviewer. I think he's a good
Right.
interview, but not an
But
interviewer.
I mean, some people are good at it. Wayne is good at it.
he is.
Depending on who
I
owns,
listen to all
I
that
watch
shit,
it. Fat Joe, he pretty good at it. I like him, but a lot of people that should just be shit's not entertaining. It's not good because Nori great at it, but I do like when how they can interact with each other.
Yeah.
So you
It's
kind of
different. It's
peeking
different.
inside. But yeah, I don't want to hear your views on every damn thing. I ain't running to Khaled.
Is that selfish of us though? Because that's what we do.
So
We give you all our views about
I
everything.
gotta keep explaining, like,
Right, but
yeah.
They the
I
minority.
guess my difference in it, and that's just to me. I know they probably feel the same way, but my difference to me, I feel like we're talking to normal everyday people. The things that we're talking about, people can relate to. Y'all
We
niggas
live in
married,
those
y'all
things,
niggas got kids. We talking about going to school, college stuff, which some of them do, but some of them talking about all these women are trash now. All they're doing, all the women out here, all they do is get their bodies done. Man, who the fuck they talking about? Because I don't.
Do we know anybody? That
I
got their
just
body
seen a little bitch with a flat ass last week. So-
He thought she was it. Too.
Yeah, like all the chicks that you talking about that I see, they look normal than a motherfucker. So you're not talking to me when you talking about
You're not
that.
talking to
I
the
don't know any
majority.
video chick.
We're talking on behalf of the majority because we're the majority.
Right.
Yes.
They're the minority.
Yeah, and that's the only thing that I'm saying. But like that's it. But speaking of celebs, shouts out to Rihanna, man. Let's give Rihanna some
Big
hand clap.
money.
Oh,
Give us some dollar signs.
It looked like Rihanna just made Forbes' richest self-made women's list for the first time ever. She tapped in at number 33 with a worth of $600 million for the Fenty Queen.
That's crazy.
Woo,
You
don't
go from
they-
not being on there to 600 million. Shit.
buckets.
I got plenty of money.
Buckets.
I wouldn't ever
Loaded.
do music again. Yeah, I'd never get another Rihanna album.
What if it's just a cool hobby for me? That's
Music?
what it'd be. It'd be a cool, expensive hobby.
Oh, I can get you.
But
an
I think
album
fun shit.
I think
with 600 million.
I think that's probably why you haven't heard a lot of music from her. But at the end of the day, music is her passion, probably. So I'm sure you're gonna hear some more music from her.
I want
Shit, Jay-Z got all that money and still put out music.
I want to say she told her fans they was getting an album in 2019.
COVID.
About to be 21.
I wouldn't be in no rush either, like I said, but
She living a whole
The
lot of
creative
life.
juices have
Hanging
to
with
be
billionaires
flowing.
and shit.
The moon has to line
She got
up
a lot
with
to
the
sing.
sun
She got a lot to sing
perfectly.
about. I'll tell you that. She done lived a lot of life to talk about.
that's 600 million.
That's
That
a
make her
pretty
look
penny right there.
No, she looks the same. Excellent.
Excellent, regardless.
She can have $1.
$10 or
Yeah.
600 million.
Yeah.
The same thing.
What fashion?
Fashion shit.
What you talking about?
That fashion show.
You talking about that Savage Vintage shit?
I ain't see the fashion show, cuz.
Yeah, he talking about the lingerie line.
Yeah, she did like a Victoria's Secret. She used to do that thing.
I was seeing the clips from that.
Did you watch it there?
Of course.
Look, Dad looked like he.
You got to turn that way.
What was on the side of the table when you was watching?
Couldn't really react how you wanted to react. There.
Big lotion, man.
Right.
Y'all
Big
niggas-
Jergens, man.
T.I. T.I. dropped the album this week. The Libra. I don't know if y'all had a chance to hear, but it's a couple tracks on there that I like. I just feel like T.I. finally like getting to his shit, man. And
Well, getting back.
yeah, I felt like it was a pretty dope album. Did y'all have a chance to listen to it?
Definitely a solid body of work. I give it a 9 out of 10.
Nah, that's pretty
I give it
high.
a 9.
That's high. It's a good listen though. It's a real good listen.
It does have replay value, Joe. And
It
I know
does.
you rate albums like that, so that bitch does have
It
replay
does.
value.
I've been critical of Tip.
I like
lately.
that bop.
But I really enjoyed this album. It does have replay value, and I definitely go back to it. And I like it. I really do like it because I've been critical of his album for a few years now.
He using them big ass words on some
Hey.
cool production.
It just got a nice little vibe
shit
to it,
smooth,
man.
right?
Like it just.
Hear that.
What is it? Thank God.
So, I done came a long way to make it here. Made it here.
You gonna cut our shit off.
Who you done beat up?
What you done been through?
I got beat up in the 3rd grade.
No, it was kindergarten.
Kindergarten, nigga beat your ass.
It was kindergarten.
Yeah, yeah,
Tell the nigga the stories, dog.
A nigga in college bragged about beating Todd up in kindergarten to a chick.
To a chick.
He was trying to impress the chick. She was like, man, you
Backdoor
fuck with
you.
Todd?
Backdoor
Man, I
you like
beat
that?
that nigga ass up in kindergarten.
Was it can't get right? Was it can't get right?
Tell him something.
Nah, that was in the 10th grade.
Oh, okay. Oh, you beat him up in the 10th grade.
Almost.
Because y'all been knowing each other for a long time.
Over his
no,
girl.
Y'all got deep history.
10th grade?
Deep
Yeah,
history.
10th
Yeah,
grade.
deep history.
I was like, what, 2000, 2001?
Show punk ass friend.
That's
I
your
hear
fuck
you.
ass.
But nah, that song with T.I. and 21 Savage, just a dope album, man.
Respect the code.
Yeah.
That's that one now, boy.
Respect the code. Yeah, that's definitely a dope album.
The one with him and
I like the
Snoop.
one with him and his son.
Yeah, the minor, hey, he
Connect.
went.
The Family Connect. I like
Yeah,
that.
he went stupid. That was a dumb. That
The
was a
Mighty
nice little
made
track.
that beat, didn't he?
Yeah. DJ said he made a couple of them on there. Didn't
DJ
he?
say he made all of them. DJ a liar.
I don't think he made all of them. No.
No, because half of them say
but-
Hitmaker.
But I wouldn't say that he didn't probably had a part in it either. You know, he probably had a part in that.
yeah, but
those
DJ
songs.
said, the Mighty made all the beats, so that. Nigga say Hitmaker 8 times on this damn album.
Damn, little DJ.
Yeah, but you.
we gonna have to ask DJ about that one. He gonna find a way to say he had.
DJ gonna
Just
whoop your
gonna make
ass.
another lie.
Leave my boy alone. Because you don't know for a fact he didn't do all
You
of
spread your fights out amongst your
it. Yeah,
friends
you
now.
done beat up Todd at the beginning
Yup.
of the pod. Now you're trying to beat
Not
up
gonna
DJ.
fight DJ, man.
No, he gonna fight
He
you.
gonna fight you. You ain't have a choice in this matter here, boy.
Also, man, we talk a lot about Griselda, West Side Gun, and all them. But Benny the Butcher, he dropped his
Butcher
album
coming,
"Burden of Proof."
Mm-hmm.
He dropped that Friday.
Friday, yeah. Friday was a good music day.
That was the hardest one for me
lot
this
of music.
weekend. This weekend, that's been my constant list. I gave Tip 1, 2 spins, but Benny been on the whole
Yeah.
time,
Yeah,
man.
for me
Them
too.
nigga
Right,
music,
man.
they
It's a different
just
kind of
real
good.
good at music, man. Them niggas,
And Hit
and it's
Boy make
crazy
it
they
amazing,
done
too.
put out so many bodies of work, and it most of it is pretty solid
Yeah,
to
and
me.
them niggas, I'm talking about, they putting them bitches out.
I ain't going back though. I'm a recent listener, but I'm not going back because I just think they're getting better at this point. So I ain't going back
You're not going back to it.
to
to
his
like their previous.
album.
Oh,
previous,
yeah.
previous,
It's
previous.
just
That body of work was. I'm not a Griselda fan. I've said that, but that was one of the better. The best body of work to me. It was
Definitely
I
here
agree.
lately with
I
them
agree.
last three.
what was
coming
that
out.
you said that you liked?
It was
the
a
best
much
on that song?
easier
on the
listen.
album.
Trade It All,
Trade it off.
Legend,
My bad.
them
Giggy,
two.
right?
Yeah,
I know you was about to
I like
talk.
the Dom Kennedy song.
of course.
Do you like
Of
the down
course.
portion of it?
It was cool.
It's a cool song. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's definitely a cool song, but that nigga shit from front to back smooth to me. I
Let's see
like
what
that.
this
whole
man
shit.
got on him. You know what I'm talking about?
What you talking
This
about?
what you like?
Trade it. What's that? Trade It All.
Yep.
Yeah, hell yeah, nigga.
Nigga? What's wrong with you? Tell that nigga talk.
Yeah, go check that out.
That shit
The
live.
Where
yeah.
Would I Go to with Rick Ross on that bitch?
Yeah, Ross.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ross
Ross,
was-
came in eating. That song with Wayne, we already talked about. Wayne went stupid.
Wayne been having a lot of dope
Nuts.
features lately.
Man,
too.
Wayne been
Lord.
going stupid. Which
I'm starting to get back hope a little.
Wayne coming back, T.I. coming back. We could win.
you coming back?
You had to rescind some statements, huh?
Yeah,
Hopefully,
Would you?
I don't know.
Would you rescind it though, or just change
he
at
would
that
probably
point?
for Wayne.
I would because I want nigga. That's my rap, Michael Jordan. I know you can't be fans of people anymore.
But what is Jay-Z?
All right, it's gonna be a
Another
long
fight.
week. Gonna be another long week. now.
Niggas start fights with me every week, and I don't even be there to defend myself.
You wait till you get on the platform. Yeah, all right, keep
so pussy.
keep up.
Comedy, baby. No more comedy for you.
It was one more thing that Young Blue dropped the song with
Oh, yeah.
Drake. Drake
Crib.
remixed his song. What the fuck was it called?
Still Minds.
Still Minds, yes. Young Blue. Shouts out to Young Blue, man. Mobile artist. If you haven't heard it, him and Drake did a song together. It was a dope collab, man. Drake came in and did what Drake do on it. So
And I quit. I quit my not listening to Single Rule anymore because that shit is just stupid.
Well, you never.
Like it never made sense.
Like,
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
and
Did-
it's your mind
no, no,
still. I'm
like,
sorry,
promise,
your
I
mind
promise.
still.
I promise you, it did make sense because most times when I was thinking of singles, it was something that's going to be on the project that I don't just want to just skip. But nowadays, it's just like a lot of songs are just loose single songs.
Who did we
So-
tell you that the day that you came out with the rule?
No.
Yeah.
I don't
Yes, we
care.
did. We
But,
literally
but he said
said
it never
that's
made
literally
sense.
like
To me, it
Here
made
it come.
sense.
Here it come.
I'm done. To me, it made sense.
Yeah,
It ain't
but we
gonna-
told you. But we
your
told
logic
you then.
always makes sense to you,
It's-
even when it's wrong.
Right.
Exactly. I think everybody's does.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You can come back and say you're wrong about something.
I just
No,
said
that
it's
nigga
stupid.
will reverse engineer the fuck out of the statement. That nigga will reverse. I mean, you're right, but let me tell you how you wrong because you was wrong at the time that you was right. And see, for that, I'm right.
And I'm still right.
I think I'm
Yeah.
still right though.
Because it's
Who the
impossible.
logic?
It made sense.
Leader,
What happened to Who the Logic music? Man,
Still
what the
made
fuck
sense.
happened to that?
They slipping on the tune.
Oh, yeah. You know. it's been
But
on
yeah,
that
man, my
podcast.
boy will he'll make that shit right. But I'm glad that it took you 2 years to come on to
Yeah,
listen
man,
to
that
the
shit is
single.
stupid. Rules is too many rules on
But
yourself. is
he's
stupid.
doing good. He admitting that the shit was stupid.
Growth.
Yeah, man, that shit's stupid. man.
Look at this podcast growing. He,
know, you gotta-
he turning over a new leaf.
He ain't had no pity party this week just yet though. You
Nah,
good?
not yet.
You good?
It's coming.
No.
Oh, okay.
Tired of you.
It's out of your system now.
Like
Okay.
somebody said, y'all don't want to see me grow.
Grow. I want you to grow, cuz.
Whatever.
Hey, sports.
Oh, shit.
You ain't
What
gonna
happened?
kill me, bitch.
Well, what's your cue?
Cue
Go ahead.
what?
Cue
Kill
yourself.
me, bitch.
Sports, bitch.
Cue me up. I can't get queued up.
You wanna
We are the champion,
Of the
my
world.
friend.
Oh, you really wanted that?
Nigga,
bum? Easiest championship.
it wasn't
ever.
in 5, but it was in 6.
Easiest championship.
So I
ever
was
won in
wrong.
life.
I was a game off. We won.
I'm just.
Y'all won against Jimmy Butler and 4
Here you
repairmen.
go. Damn. Bro.
For repairman.
Hey,
Shouts
you
out to
remember
the
I
Lakers
asked?
and Brun, man.
Y'all don't remember I asked if whoever wins this championship would have an asterisk by it? I
No,
asked that a long time
I'm
ago.
bullshitting. Like I think I commend.
I
them.
said
I
it
commend
would.
them. I
No,
commend
you
them.
said no, it wouldn't. They
Yes.
you said it wouldn't have an asterisk by it.
I said it would because it's different.
Or would it be that asterisk be good or bad though?
Just like one has one. Whatever the shortened season was. Like this was a different season.
Even if they have an asterisk, I wouldn't count it as a bad one.
What you think would be the difference? If like, why do you have an
The
asterisk for
season
you?
wasn't shortened or nothing like that.
It was short.
Well, no, I'm saying for you. Why?
Well,
do
I
you
mean,
have-
because I think crowds and home court advantage and stuff like that makes a difference. Players nut up. Like your role players play better at home than they do away. Your stars might, not show up because of the crowd and stuff like that. So
Paul George and Kawhi Leonard didn't show up, and it was no crowd.
But that could go to his point too. They can go to his point. Maybe at home they would have got up for the game.
You think they would have got up for the game? Is what you're saying?
Probably. Sleeping in your own.
I will say that crowd and stuff do bring more emotion, and like if you do something live, you hear that, yeah, you be ready. You kind of feed off that.
In the bubble,
and also you don't want to mess up.
In the bubble,
you don't want to hear
late.
The crowd be on that. You know what I'm saying?
It just was a different brand. We said it. I'm not giving them an asterisk, but it was a different brand of basketball in that bubble.
They were just out there hooping.
Shouts out to the Lakers, man.
Yeah, shouts out to the Lakers. Shouts out to
Bron, man.
Bron got his fourth ring.
Fourth.
Yeah, so he's 4-7 now.
4 for 9.
Some I don't
Yeah,
know.
but shouts out to Bron, man. He's got his ring, got the MVP, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, got the Finals MVP.
Y'all gonna repeat?
No.
Depends what we're doing in the in free agency, man. We got Rondo, he gonna opt out. KCP, he gonna opt out, but I think it's just to restructure the deals. I don't see them going anywhere else. For more money, I don't think they'll get more money from nowhere.
That's what about you think? But you think KCP trying to get more, or he's gonna
Well, see,
ain't
I
he getting
think
a pretty little penny?
we can pay both of them the most money, of course. But I don't see us, paying KCP
The most money. Nah,
Yeah.
I shouldn't.
when AD is a free agent.
Yeah.
That's priority one. So you gonna probably get whatever's left. So
You got to put a super team around Bron. So they want George Paul, Patrick Ewing, John Stark.
Fuck is George
I
Paul?
was just about to ask, who is
Both
George?
of 'em.
Oh, you George and Paul.
Shit.
Both of them niggas.
Everybody.
I honestly don't know. It's going to be a wide open league next year. To answer your question, KD coming back, Clay coming back. It's going to be fun to watch.
Especially
With the draft
depending on
coming,
what
Steph.
Golden State doing that draft.
Right.
Man, Golden State gonna bust the Lakers' ass next year. Especially if they get that Wiseman kid and he any good. Yes. They got like the number 2 or 3 pick?
Number 2 pick.
Yeah.
I think they should go Wiseman. We're in agreement on that. I don't know if he's going to step right in and be what we expect him to be because he's a rookie.
Yeah, it just something like basketball.
Can't depend on him.
Rookies do it's hard, and then you going in there with a lot of vets though. That might help them.
But it still goes.
You never
That's a great
seen a
place to
big
go.
pick rookie go somewhere with a whole lot of vets.
Yeah,
Normally they go somewhere where they have to carry the franchise.
Minnesota
This
or
time he get to
somebody,
come in there and just
It
bro, just
exists,
fit in.
right.
A championship team.
Yeah. So that might actually help his game develop
true.
a lot. Versus you go somewhere where y'all was 2-95 the year before
You
that.
gotta be the man.
It's a rarity. I ain't gonna say it doesn't happen. It's a rarity. Like Ja Morant this year in Memphis, that man is great. Like already, he can't do nothing but get better. I don't see him going backwards.
Nah.
So
You know
what
I'm
the
saying?
hell they got to do with what Stock was saying? That was a terrible example. Memphis was trash.
Well, he was saying that rookies got
Rookies
come
don't.
in and,
Right. You don't
But-
listen, do you?
No, but all he was saying was
Dummy.
like Stock was like, well, most time rookies come in, like high level rookies come into a sorry team, and you're like, well, John Morant at Memphis.
Well, that could kind of make it hard for them too. So that's why the Ja Morant going to.
But he
Memphis-
was talking about like in this situation, most time high picks go to sorry teams,
and Ja Morant,
and he brought up Ja Morant going to Memphis, which is a sorry team.
but he carried them though.
I'm
which
not
they
gonna
usually
expound.
have to-
I know what I'm saying. Like,
He was saying it's hard for him to carry. He was
Yeah.
saying he carried them.
Right, which that's what makes it harder for them because they go to a sorry team.
I'm not the arguing one.
I'm not
for
finna
that
argue
one.
with
That's
him
y'all
either. But
argument.
yeah, whatever.
And I sure wanted to offer some clarity.
I'm trying to clear it up.
I don't think it was a problem with him carrying it from my standpoint. I was just saying a lot of times those high picks got to go to a sorry team. That's all I was saying.
Like Memphis.
A lot of times they got to go to a sorry team and carry it.
Right. But Wiseman, if you go to Golden State, would not.
Right.
Wasn't Memphis like a game away from making the playoffs this year?
Yeah, in the bubble.
I thought, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Oh
just
my
saying. They were the
God.
8 seed regardless of,
I can't be
before
this
that.
crazy. So we just gonna move on.
Y'all niggas in
Big football game college yesterday. Alabama versus Georgia. Nick Saban got cleared.
Big game.
Got cleared at the last minute.
big clear.
To be able to be on field. He after two negative COVID tests. I didn't get to watch a whole lot because I was watching Florida State beat up on North Carolina. But what y'all thoughts was on the game from yesterday?
It went how I thought it would go. I thought Bama would dominate them. Georgia did look good and look better, but we know they started the season with a whole different 2 other quarterbacks before the one they have now. So,
and I'm with you because
good.
Jeremy come by me. Who you got? I said, man, I think Bama gonna win by a few touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that Alabama just too explosive, man.
Yeah, they can't score. They couldn't score with him.
I do think though,
and their defense is just good enough.
If I'm Alabama, I feel like their offense, and I could be wrong. Their offense is super explosive, and I think it can be explosive in any style. I don't think the tempo help. I don't think it helps or hurts their offense. So if I'm them, I slow my tempo down
and beat your ass
so
up.
So our defense can get a little bit better.
Big pound.
To help your defense because they score that bit so fast, and that defense not as solid as we've seen in years. And I think it's that secondary.
Their secondary is trash.
They bad.
Their secondary is trash.
And up front, they're not getting as much pressure as they normally would.
Right.
True, too.
They don't have them stars they used to have on defense.
They're giving up rushing yards, which they normally don't.
They had a cornerback. I don't want to call the dude out, but they had a little cornerback who was running, and I was like, they just don't look like an Alabama cornerback to me. He just didn't look right out there.
I'm gonna blame it on COVID, man. I'm gonna blame it on that because they didn't have. I don't think as much time to prepare. In the off season and things of that nature. So
I thought about what we were talking about, how we said that defense is normally ready before offense is not. And I think in the era of high tempo and speed, I think defenses probably need more time to get packages and shit in there. And I think that's probably what's happening.
But ain't no slowing them down, Jack. But Sarkisian going straight air it out.
Yeah,
he going fast. He ain't trying Lane Kiffin Sr.
I really just think. I mean, we haven't seen Ohio State. They're about to start
next week.
Next week.
But
like this weekend,
Alabama just seems like they on a different level. I mean,
offensively.
If it end up being them and Clemson
Clemson gonna.
I got Clemson.
Clemson could actually score with them, and their defense a bit better.
Yeah, like I don't want to deal with no fanship, so I don't want no fanship answers. But
Clemson beat the shit out of
different kind
if you
of
look at Clemson,
them niggas click.
But also, I mean,
here it come.
Can we judge that?
Judge what?
Here it come.
That kind of shows how bad the ACC is.
Bad the ACC is.
Yeah, I mean,
SEC would never be another SEC team 73-7.
It doesn't matter. But look, Clemson has been there every year. So at this point,
Bama could be somebody like that.
If you put Clemson in the SEC, they're gonna still play the style ball.
They're gonna beat Vandy like
They're gonna
that.
beat
and
the shit out of
Vandy. They would have beat Mississippi State like that.
They would not be any SEC team 73-7.
I
disagree with that.
Okay, that's what we here for.
Some sorry shit. Alabama doing it. Who the fuck Alabama just beat the shit out of a couple of weeks ago?
Not 73-7,
bruh. Again, I'm not gonna argue the score, but here's my thing. Clemson has arguably been dominating the last few years coming from the ACC. So at this point, it's really kind of null and void because if you say they won't do this in the championship, then they go play Alabama or they go play these playoff teams and run through them.
Yeah, they beat the shit out of them. Capable. Last time they beat them.
I just think right now Clemson.
Different kind
I agree they playing different caliber, but I think that Clemson, they're on a different level. Alabama's on a high level too, but Alabama defense not that great.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's something to be said when you can pretty much take the regular season off. Your starters don't have to play nearly as much. You at less risk for injury.
You can't say that. Alabama, 2 of them last year played to halftime.
Majority.
So is the SEC that bad?
Right.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, come on.
We started out by saying how bad the ACC is and how bad the SEC is. So everybody just equally bad.
Right.
It was a down year.
That just means you want to make a point then, and I don't even want to talk.
Le'Veon, man. Le'Veon. Are you still want to stay in college?
Yeah,
got anything else college?
That's all I had right there.
Le'Veon Bell got released by the Jets.
Oh,
now
yeah,
he's with
I
the
got
Chiefs.
something for that. Le'Veon Bell. His tenure with the Jets. $27 million earned, 17 games played, 0 rushes over 20 yards on 264 attempts, 0 100-yard games, only 4 touchdowns.
Nigga ran off on the plug 27 million times.
He made like $7 million a touchdown or some shit. That's some good work.
$7 million a touchdown, and they only had. Wait, I see what you're saying. Okay, let me. Well, I say something sounding like somebody else.
Get off that Dez, man.
Yeah. But nah, like is it This is my question. Is it he that bad or is it the Jets that sorry?
The Jets
The
that
Jets
sorry.
that sorry.
Because he earned it. Like before he got that contract, he was going nuts.
You gave me the ball
Before he got it.
264 times. I tried 264 times. Shit.
As a team, they just terrible, man.
I just don't think you get a nigga the ball and they don't try to score. Now don't get me wrong, niggas digress and they're not as great sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the Jets.
And that's why they let him
No
play.
doubt
Lately,
about
nothing that went to the Jets have been good.
Nothing.
Shit.
Sam
Nothing.
Darnold looking
Who is that
terrible.
court? Yeah, is it
Sam,
Sam
but
Darnold?
I don't think it's him though. I think
think
he's good. I think he has tools, but
They just don't have nothing
I can't
out
name
there.
one receiver, one.
I can't either.
I can't
Yeah,
name
yeah.
a defensive
I don't know
player.
nobody.
Yeah.
I don't know nobody on Jets but
Quinn.
Le'Veon Bell.
That's
and
the
Donald.
only player.
And
I
now
know.
just Donald. That's the only person I know on the whole.
Is the
Jets.
Adams what that?
Jamal
Jamal
Adams.
Adams, he in Seattle.
You in Seattle? Got the fuck away from them.
Well,
they get all of the good
they
players
just a
work out.
team, goddamn. We finna see because the Chiefs just picked them up, right? Did they say what they
That
offered?
fucks up. It's a 1 year deal. I don't know how much.
Probably
But
The
$6.
Jets still
$2.50.
paying him. They got. I think they signed him for like the minimum.
yeah, that's. I mean, yeah,
What you saying? Does it fuck up?
it fucks up Clyde Edwards-Helaire though. Because he was balling the first couple
I
of
don't
games, but
think it does.
I think it takes
Plug and
everything.
play.
I think it takes carries out of his hand, and he's on my fantasy team.
I say this.
Shit.
To your point, you're right. But
It helped
to the
them, though.
overall scheme of football,
Put them both in
no.
there.
hey, bring this nigga in here, let him get banged up a little bit because that can save my body longer.
I agree.
But
I agree.
I know niggas don't think about that like that. And he young or rookie.
I'm young. I got a long time to play.
yeah,
I'm good.
that's how you think of it. But you know, we seen running backs the tread well off them tires real fast.
Age 25, 26. You
Yeah,
good.
like
they got about.
and that's why
usually
to
about
me
3 to 5
that's
years.
why I and not taking nothing away from Bell, but I've been saying this for years. I'm just not a big money back. I'm not a big money to the running back kind of guy.
Because I'm gonna find somebody deep
Yeah,
off in
you
this
can find
draft.
serviceable
2-3 niggas.
serviceable people.
That's a
Yeah.
passing league, so yeah,
I just not gonna pay them niggas all that shit.
I can see that.
I don't even know what running back going crazy right now. I don't know one. Zeke is decent, I think. But as far as that,
Saquon is shit.
he
is
hurt.
even
He out for the
hurt?
year.
He hurt.
Oh,
he
yeah, he
hurt.
hurt. He hurt.
He out
Yeah,
for the year.
he tore that ACL what ACL or ankle?
It was something leg.
Oh yeah,
ACL.
early.
ACL.
Yeah,
knee.
he got
That's
hurt
what
a
they
couple
was
weeks
saying.
ago.
What's
Gurley
going
not
on
a
with their
difference maker.
Man,
He ain't been. I ain't
poor
heard his
Atlanta
name.
boy, them boys,
Yeah, Atlanta shit water.
them niggas shit.
They pathetic.
Pretty much.
Bum.
Alvin Kamara,
He
been
looking
balling.
he looking
Yeah,
good.
he been balling. He looking
Right.
good.
He been balling.
What we got? You got any pick'ems?
I ain't got no pickups. I can find some
You been
pickups.
slipping on your pick'ems.
It ain't
We
been
only
no-
we only
well,
we
it's
only they
been
only
tough.
play every weekend.
No, they don't. It's been tough because shit been getting rescheduled and changed and moved and you know.
And so then you just move that pick'em off.
then
But you still have a pick'em, right?
I'm gonna have 3 pickums that's goddamn rescheduled.
So then you just pull it off, right?
I don't know. It might not get rescheduled till Saturday. I got it on there.
He not gonna just agree with just having them ready, huh? And just move them as you need to, right?
I'm gonna find some. Let's pause real quick. All right, I had to go find some pick'ems. I got a couple of them, but none of them really good games. There's a lot of bum games. Number 2, Alabama against 18 Tennessee, but of course Tennessee lost yesterday. Could that be one of those 73-7 games?
No.
Yeah, I see them beating them boys 73.
Oh.
Yeah, he didn't even get it.
45-10.
45-10
Why? Because he called the dogs off.
at the half.
That's crazy. It's the SEC. Nobody should lose by that much.
They ain't losing by 65.
You shouldn't get blew out in the SEC.
Never.
Every game in the SEC should only be by 1 point.
I'm going by Alabama, and I'm going big. Trump big, big, big.
Yeah.
Bum big.
Stop.
Humongous.
Stop doing that
That's
shit.
your
Man.
homeboy.
Fuck that.
Michigan, Minnesota.
Row the boat.
Michigan.
No,
This their
don't
first
care.
game. The Big Ten is back.
Yeah, it's
I'm
so
taking
it's so hard to
Minnesota.
see. But
Michigan
Minnesota
number
was
19.
trail last
Right.
year, wasn't it?
Minnesota trail.
Minnesota's true. But
Row the
Michigan's
boat.
still decent enough to be Michigan.
What, they
Michigan
coach name,
19.
Van Fleet or some shit?
Fleck. PJ Fleck.
PJ Fleck, okay.
Michigan 19, Minnesota number 24.
Where's Liberty? Is that in New York? I know that shit was random.
I'm gonna go
No, I think
Michigan.
it's like over there. I don't know. I ain't gonna
Well,
lie to you.
Minnesota.
I was about to say,
Like you told Todd, what the
Virginians.
fuck that got to do with Minnesota, Michigan?
Get that nigga.
Because they beat somebody they weren't supposed to beat.
I think it's like over there in the Virginias somewhere.
Oh, that makes sense.
I
Liberty.
think, but I don't know. But who you got, nigga? Michigan, Minnesota.
I got Michigan.
Michigan. I'm gonna go.
Row the boat.
Michigan.
Row the boat. I'm gonna go.
Minnesota.
PJ Fleck. I like PJ Fleck.
Yeah, I
He,
like
hey, he been balling.
You know, ABC. And we got one more ranked game. Number 8, Cincinnati against number 17, SMU. SMU 5-0, Cincinnati 3-0.
Cincy.
I'm going to go SMU.
SMU. Boucher.
I'm gonna go Cincy.
Boucher.
Texas old quarterback.
Yeah.
Boucher been slinging that bitch.
Man,
Go
they,
Cincinnati.
I don't
They
know.
play a
like
better
the
brand
way
of
they did that
defense.
man,
Who, Boucher?
Yeah, he was balling.
But it
as a
came
freshman.
in, Engler, Enginger, or whatever. He came
Ellinger,
in balling.
Ellinger. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, because Boucher got hurt, and Buddy came in slinging that bitch.
He ain't get position back.
But you know, what we were saying, like, although football is back and it's great and I love it, I still think we need everybody playing. Because yesterday I was like, after it was only one good night game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, it was two good night games. I take that back. But it just don't seem like it's still enough.
It's not
football.
enough. Nah, I'm used to 10 or 15 real decent games. Or
Right,
15
you gotta like
pick'ems.
struggle to
really pick.
Yeah.
Right here, I just go find 2 little games just to have a pick.
So I'm anxious to see what the Big Ten look like.
I wanna see Ohio. I do wanna see
Pac-10,
Ohio.
Are they coming back?
They
Pac-12?
are, but they're later in the month, I think.
Like November.
Like
Yeah,
November.
November.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
That's
yeah,
weird.
shouts out
That's
to
gonna be
that.
weird too.
Hey,
Like
did
if
Justin
they-
Fields opt out?
No,
he's
he
still
playing. He was
playing.
excited.
Okay.
He's super excited to play.
I can't wait to watch them. Ohio State was trill last year, and I like Fields. I always hate Ohio State because I feel like they win 3 games. Oh my God, they're gonna win the national championship.
Then
That's
they
that
lose-
Joey
but-
Galloway. That
then they
one.
lose to Northwestern.
I like Fields. I like everything that they do with him and how they use him. So I'm anxious to see them too.
I know Georgia wish they still had him right now.
Stupid.
They out
Stupid.
there playing with Bennett the fourth. Have no clue who that fella is, but
Jake Fromm was he was the man.
No, he was average.
he was
I know,
he was
but
a
that's why
dish.
he was behind.
I don't think he was that. You know, he
don't
was
think Fields
serviceable.
could-
But I don't think he would have looked like that at Georgia.
I don't either. He's not.
they
They
wouldn't have ran
don't
that.
run
They wouldn't
that
have
I've
offense.
never seen.
They wouldn't have ran that off.
They don't run that
Yeah.
offense. So yeah, everything happened that's supposed to happen. What about Bo Nix?
He a bum.
Man.
Been a bum, gonna be a bum, gonna stay a bum.
God
And
damn.
people still,
And they
I'm
still
still
on that
people
road.
still trying to argue with me about this, man. Look, you see that? I done heard people done blamed. They done blame Malzahn. They done blame the new coordinator. They done blame the stadium. They done blame the weather. They done blame
The football.
Bruh, he's just not that
not
great.
good.
I was watching a game with my mother-in-law, and she was just looking just out the blue. She was like, that boy just can't throw.
Yeah. For people who don't know, we're talking about
She
Auburn
lying.
quarterback
She
Bo
lying.
Nix. He's just not that good. He's just
That boy
not,
can't
man.
throw.
It's just like
I wonder what else they got.
Looking like that boy just can't throw.
I wonder what else they got.
they ran Buddy off to Kentucky. They don't
He
have
backing
nothing
somebody
else.
up.
So now they stuck with him, and he's just not that good. And I think really what happened with him, I think, it was the family dynamic of it.
Yeah.
But I think last year he played before he was ready. He should have redshirted him.
Mm-hmm.
Let Gatewood play. Then this year would have been Gatewood senior, which would have been his redshirt freshman year. Start letting him
Coulda got a
play.
little bit in
He
it.
not no NFL caliber type. Oh, he going to the NFL next week. So you start letting him play his sophomore year.
Man.
He got 3 years still to be great.
Man.
Could have sprinkled them in.
What's
a little
wrong
bit.
with that?
If that man last name was Edwards or Williams, that boy be
be
playing
at
Why
Kentucky.
you got to be Williams?
He'll be at
University of no.
Look how he do me. Look how he do.
He trying to take shots.
That nigga be playing at North Alabama right now.
Yeah.
Or Kentucky. Like Gatewood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but bum nicks. Moving on into the dummy of the week.
Stupid fuck.
Dummy.
I'm some bitch, and they paying
Still
you
in
to do
sports.
this.
Big dumb ass.
What's that nigga name?
Dan
I'm about to call him
Mullen.
McElwain.
Dan Mullen.
Dan Mullen. Bring your stupid ass to the bin. Dan Mullen, the University of Florida, Florida football, Florida Gators, Todd, go with Gators, whatever that shit he say. Basically, this week was calling for the university to pack out their stadium. He wanted in Florida, Gainesville, Florida. He wanted the stadium to be packed. I think it's 96,000 that they seat. He wanted the whole stadium to be packed out to allow for fans. No COVID, no social distancing stuff. Well, come to find out, Dan Mullen has just tested positive for COVID-19 and will not be able to coach. It was 17, 19 different players
It was a lot. 21,
tested.
I think. 21 for Florida?
21 Florida now. 21 different players tested positive. So you asking for all of these people to pack a stadium and stands, and you can't keep yourself safe from the 80
92.
football players that you're around.
But if you have that way of thinking, you probably wasn't doing everything you could to prevent
No,
COVID.
it's no. You're right.
There's
There's
no
no
way
way
you
you
would-
could be thinking about.
That way. And
I wanted to say he used LSU or no, they was playing LSU. He used somebody game saying that they took advantage of having
Texas
fans.
A&M.
Yeah, Texas A&M.
They
took advantage
yeah.
of having fans in
Fans
the
in there.
stands, and that's how they
Yeah.
won.
He wanted
Like
it for
if
the
it's
LSU
if it's if it's about wins and losses to you, and not the health and safety and well-being of people in your community and the people that's coming to your university, I think you're a fucked up individual. I think it's kind of something wrong with you with that.
Pretty
I'm
much.
with you on that.
And so for
Nutty
that,
boy.
Mullen,
You're not a dummy because you have COVID. You're dumb because the way you're treating COVID.
right,
You're
the
going
way
about
you
the whole
treating COVID,
situation.
only to turn around and have to face the realities of COVID.
fuck.
So for that, Mr. Mullen, you are the dummy of the week.
Dummy.
Dumbass, stupid ass.
Stupid
dummy.
son bitch you.
Hopefully
You
you all right in
paid
the
me to
week,
do
though.
that to you.
Any other news we got? We got anything we left off?
My team is a bum. LSU, sorry.
It's still a weird news week, you know. Hopefully we'll get
very slow.
some more good shit going on. But
Plus we sober as shit.
right,
Birthday shout outs. My little brother birthday tomorrow. My mom
birthday,
birthday was
little
on the
brother.
13th.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday.
yeah. Jessica birthday is on the 21st.
Happy birthday.
Jordan birthday on the 25th.
Happy birthday.
My dad's birthday on the 23rd.
I got to spend a lot of money this month. I already had to spend money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, any other news we got to add? Anything we forgot to leave left off?
I ain't got no missums.
Well, on that, we'll be back next week like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. You dig?
Bye-bye.
You bitch you.
Dummy.
Save the top.